Hey friends, welcome back to my booktube. Today I'm going to do the 10 Bookish Confessions tag. I thought it would be fun and something different. I was tagged a while ago by, Melanie from ChristianYABooksandMore, and I'm only now getting to it. But hey, there's no time limit on tags, right? So let's jump in. Alright, I've got the questions here on my phone, so let's begin. 1. Do you or don't you borrow books out? Which I assume means lend books out. I do. I'm not opposed to it. It's like, hey, if somebody wants a book, I will definitely lend them the book. I have lost a few in the past to friends that, I didn't write it down or something, so I think in the future I'll be a little bit more diligent writing down who I lend them out to. 2. Do you read only one book at a time or several? I felt like this needed a little bit of a visual context here, so I'm going to show you 4 that I'm reading, and then know that I also have a few on Kindle too. So I definitely read more than one. Currently I'm reading Uninvited by Lisa Turkhurst, and it's really fantastic. I'm also reading Story Trumps Structure by Stephen James. I like to have an additional, a writing book in addition to some nonfiction and fiction that I read. I'm also reading Unraveling by Sarah Ella. I've had this for a while and I should have finished it but haven't. So yes, it's fantastic so far. And then I'm going to be hopping into Pierce Brown's Iron Gold very soon. You guys might have seen in my last booktube that I was at the signing for this, which was awesome. Just because you're here, might as well show you again because it's so pretty. Yay, and it has my name in it. But yeah, I'm going to be starting this. I'm also reading a few others. I've got Furyborn that I just began, which is on ebook. I think that there's a few others. Oh, and then I'm also reading an audiobook too. Yes, I definitely read more than one book. Next question. Do you like a series to match or do you not care? I definitely care. There's probably something about the aesthetic, I don't know, but I, for example, got Shadow and Bone in this lovely cover. This is the older cover. But then I didn't get the other 2 before they stopped. Well, I'm sure that they still have these in print, but they're not as inexpensive. So I ended up going ahead and buying all 3 of these so that they all match and they're pretty. So I definitely have an extra copy that I'll be either giving away or something like that. But there's something for me, I definitely have them in the wrong order. There's something for me about having covers that match. I enjoy that. It's just a silly thing. Next question. Do you skip and read to the end? No. No, no, no. Never. Moving on. Do you like little or thick books? I prefer both. I don't really care. Sometimes it's nice to have a little thin book that you can read through and just knock out really quickly, but sometimes the investment of a larger novel is totally worth it, as long as there's just not superfluous amounts of description or things that you don't need. Like, if it's a large book, it should be large for a reason. How often do you write book reviews? Oh, as often as I can. I try to review every book that I read, at least on Goodreads, if I don't always post them on my blog. A lot of the times, if I get a book for review specifically, I will definitely post that review on my blog. 7. Worst cliche. Honestly, I hate love triangles. I hate them. That said, I do read a lot of books that have love triangles. I just prefer for them not to. How do you arrange your books? Currently, any way that I can. I am without bookshelves right now, which makes a little part of my heart just break in half. But I've made do. I switched things up since the last time I videoed, and now I have them in stacks. I think I fit a little bit more in there, so it makes me feel better, and also you get to see books behind me, which makes me happy. But yeah, right now they're just kind of anywhere that they can be. Next question, favorite place to buy books? I would say Amazon, not because it's necessarily my favorite place, but because it's the least expensive place. With that said, I'm also a proponent of small business and shopping local, so I do try and buy from a local bookstore that we have here in town, or small independent booksellers as well. But, I mean, you can't beat those Amazon prices sometimes, so yeah. And last but not least, Kindle or paperback. So I brought out my Kindle so we could see, Kindle or paperback. Probably paperback. I mean, the only beautiful thing about a Kindle is the fact that you can take it with you anywhere you go. You can have hundreds of thousands of books on this, and means that I can take it with me if I'm traveling and not have to carry around a ton of books with me. But let's be real, I still do. Paperback wins out every time. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me for this tag. Feel free to join in if you haven't been tagged. You're tagged now. Connect with me on Goodreads, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Let's be friends and talk about books. Bye, guys. With them in... How do I say that? But I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. One, do you... reading... So purple... This is making the blooper reel.